Hi everybody, welcome to the makeup chair. So in one of my last videos, I talked about how to map out your eyebrows. You can check the link here and you can also find it in the description box. I talked about how to do the start point, the arch and the end of your eyebrows, a little bit on trimming and plucking and a bit on filling them in. And I got a lot of questions asking me, how do you pick the right shade to go with? And a few of the products that you can try and stuff like that. So today I'm going to recommend some products. I'm also going to talk about how to find the right shade to go with. So let's just jump right into it. So why should you fill in your eyebrows? I never used to fill in my eyebrows because I had naturally thick ones, but then I started to fill them in and it dramatically changed the way that my makeup looks. It's like the final kind of cherry on top of a sundae, you know, like it just perfects everything. For smoky eyes, it can complement them. For kind of very natural eyes, it can be the main focus. If you just don't want to wear any makeup, I would suggest filling in your eyebrows because they look so beautiful and they just complement your whole face and your eye shape and everything, and they're very useful for anyone who's a little bit older and wants to look a little bit younger. Fill in your eyebrows. So there's three things that you can use to fill in your eyebrows. We have pencils, and the great thing about pencils is that when they're well sharpened, and make sure they are well sharpened, they can really create the illusion of hair. So if you've got any scarring or anything, or you're missing any little hairs, this can be a great way to kind of fill in that space. Powders are also great because they look incredibly natural on your eyes. They just kind of fill them in, make them a little bit more bold, and you don't have to be worried about it because you can kind of just slop it on. It's very easy to use these. Just make sure that it's matte and it's kind of dull. And another option is brow mascara. Now this is basically like what you use on your eyelashes. It's slightly tinted and it's similar to the way that it holds on to all your eyelashes. This will hold on to any of the little hairs. It will coat them. It will make them a little bit kind of denser, a little bit thicker. So if you have very fair eyebrows, or maybe you've gone from like one extreme to the other, maybe you have very light eyebrows and now you have darker hair, this can be a great way to hold on to all of the each and individual hairs and make your eyebrows look super, super natural, but by coating them and making them darker if that's what you have to do. Once you pick the right product, it's all about picking the right shade, and this is where it can be kind of tricky. So the basic rule of thumb when picking the right shade is if you have really dark hair, you want to go half a shade lighter to a shade lighter. If you've got bleach blonde hair, bleach blonde eyebrows, you want to go a little bit darker. So it's kind of the opposite to what you think. And if you've got red hair, you want to go for something with a little bit more of a reddish tone in it to kind of complement your hair and the rest of your skin. Now when you're picking an eyeshadow, obviously you can go for brow eyeshadows, but you can actually use eyeshadows that you use in your eyes. As long as they're dull, so slightly dull in color, nothing would shimmer in it either. You want it to be like a dull matte color, and that's what's going to work for you. You also want to go a little bit lighter than you think. This is the shade that I use most often, and you can see how much lighter it is compared to my hair. And then the darker one, I actually only use a very small amount of that on the outer part of my eyebrow. In my next video, I'm going to put all this into practice and I'm going to show you guys how to fill in your eyebrows. So hopefully you will join me for that, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye.